Hey guys, I know it's been a while. First of all, I wanted to say Happy New Year's. I know I've been gone for a while. I'm sorry, it's just been really crazy here at home. I did want to talk to you about that and just what's been going on in my life. So right now I just got out of the shower, as you can tell. Well, my hair's wet, right? But yeah, I got out of the shower. I had put babies for their nap. Right now they're napping. I'm sorry for the mess. They like threw all these books on the floor. But there's one, which is Priscilla. I put them down. And there's Camila. They've been napping since 2. I don't know what time it is, but I think it's 3 something. I'm eating Raisin Canes. I just switched plates, but yeah, I got Raisin Canes. I love their sauce, by the way. Their sauce is amazing. I just wanted to say that. Like, usually I like eating my fries with ketchup, but this sauce does it. Anyways, so first of all, I hope everybody had an awesome New Year's and Christmas. You know, this year just wasn't our year. We didn't get to celebrate Christmas at all because we all got sick here at home. So the thing was that I think my husband started, yeah, he was the one that started the whole being sick thing. He got home one afternoon. He came from work like half day, and then he never does unless he's not feeling good. And he wasn't feeling good. He was like, I'm gonna go lay down. I said, okay. You know, go lay down. Hopefully you feel better. When they came, he wasn't feeling better. Thank God he had vacations for that week, you know, because he was the only one working, and that would have sucked. But yeah, so he started, and then we had the babies, you know, the babies 1-year-old party. And then I remember the next day we all got sick. Like, it was me and the babies, and I could already tell on the baby's face. I told my husband, I don't know, I feel like they're getting sick. Like, I don't know, I can just tell. I don't know if some people can, like, does it happen to y'all? I'm pretty sure it does, but like, I don't know. It's like when I know they're gonna get sick, I don't know, it's like I could see it and I'm like, nope, they're sick, or they're gonna start getting sick. And so, sure enough, we were all sick. We were just like coughing, and babies were having fever and cough and congestion and, you know, so forth. I remember I was gonna be there 1 year appointment, you know, with the pediatric. We took them. Camila is the one that tested positive for the flu and the RSV. Priscilla, I think it was, I don't know, 3 days before that. I forgot to mention, 3 days before their appointment. I think it was 3 days, 4 days. I took Priscilla to the hospital because she was coughing, and I remember one night she woke up and she was like choking, you know. She just, or like, you know what, let me just say, she was having a coughing attack. Like, you know, she was just coughing and coughing and coughing, and I was like, oh my gosh, that what do I do? So I put her, put her upside down like that. And I started hitting her in the back a little bit. And she started, cough. She stopped coughing for a little bit. And then she just started again. So I turned on the bath. I let it steam up. And she went over there and she was standing by me in the restroom. And that helped so much. But I was scared, so I told my husband, you know what, I'm gonna take her, and she even had a fever. So I'm like, I'm gonna take her because, I don't know, I just want to be sure. So I took Priscilla to the hospital. They checked her, they tested her for COVID, the RSV, the flu. No, she tested negative. They just gave me tips to do, like give her medicine, Motrin, Tylenol. And that's what I did. But going back to where it was their appointment, I took them for their 1-year appointment. And then I told the doctor what had happened. I took Priscilla to the hospital, and they're like, okay, so we're gonna test Camila. Because when we got there, Camila had a fever. Hold on. Priscilla had a fever. And Camila didn't have a fever. There you go. So Priscilla's the one that I took to the hospital, and she didn't have a fever there at her 1-year appointment. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. That was confusing. Let's start over. Priscilla had a fever, and Camila didn't have a fever. But Priscilla had got tested at the hospital, so I told them there, let's not test her because she had already gotten tested. And so they tested Camila, and Camila is the one that came out positive for the RSV and the flu. And I was like, oh man, okay. So she was like, probably that's what everybody has in the household because she tested positive for those 2 things. Excuse me. And then I was like, okay, well, you know what? Just go ahead and test Priscilla. So she tested Priscilla, and she came out negative. She didn't come out positive for any of those either, so. We were like, okay, all right. So she didn't give him anything there. Like, she was just like, you just gotta let it right out. Okay. She was like, just give them Motrin for pain or fever. Just make sure that their breathing doesn't get to the point where they're like struggling hard and all that stuff, I was like, okay. Went home. She did want to do a follow-up. I don't remember how far. Within the week, I took him back for a follow-up. And then they were the same. They weren't better, but they weren't worse. So she gave them antibiotics and anti-inflammatories. So I think the antibiotic was for them not to get an ear infection. The anti-inflammatory, the inflammation, if that's how you say it. So we went home, we gave them that. She still wanted to do a follow-up. And I was like, okay. So I believe that was a Thursday. And then the last follow-up we did was this Monday. Yesterday. And, I was given the antibiotics, the anti-inflammatories. But I did want to kind of tell you what I did for them. because it was so hard, you guys, like really, really hard. I'm not gonna lie. Because the hardest thing was that we were all sick. And that's what makes it worse, because, you know, when everybody's sick, you know, you don't feel like doing anything. You don't feel like doing anything. And so we're the ones that obviously have to take care of them because they can't do anything for themselves. And so I remember I had one of those days that, my gosh, like I'm like, are we ever gonna get better? You know, I felt very, very bad. I think it was the worst day of me being sick, and you know, it was just hard. But I am, you know, thankful that we've gone and we've passed that. Now we are a little bit with the cough. That's all that we're left with. Just a little bit of cough, nothing crazy. And the babies are a cough, a little bit of phlegm, but nothing like, you know, before. It was just like, it's crazy. Let me know, you guys, like y'all's experience with y'all's kids with the RSV. Like, I would like to know, because I've heard moms that, or parents, you know, they've said that their babies have gotten the RSV within that same month more than one time. I mean, I know it's possible, right? It's like a virus, I get it, but it's just crazy because I wouldn't want to live that again, and this, especially within the same month or the same time frame, you know. So I was like, oh my gosh, like, so now I try to like more than ever try to like wipe everything down. And I used to do it, but like I guess I'm gonna have to like step up my game and maybe just wipe more with the you know, like the Clorox wipes and stuff like that. But well, as you know, I'm a stay-at-home mom, and my babies stay here with me all day, and they're with me all day. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how we even got it, but that's not the point. It's a virus, and you know, viruses spread like crazy. But sometimes I'm just scared of them just catching anything, you know, like, but I know it's gonna happen, even like us. It's like you can't prevent it. But yeah, so I want to kind of talk about like what we did. So I remember like letting them rest as much as they could. Yeah. Rest is your number one. Your body is fighting. Your body is exhausted. You're exhausted. Everything, you know. So resting. That's like, what was my number one? My babies, all they wanted to do was sleep, even us. But my babies only take one nap during the day, and they never say they're taking more than one nap. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, this is not them, you know, like, I just felt so bad for them. Like, I couldn't do anything. But I was trying my best. And whatever I could do. I was looking, I was searching, I was, you know, when I was going to follow-ups, asking, and just asking friends and family, like, hey, like, what can I do to make them feel better? Especially being a first-time mom. You're like, you know, there's things that are common sense. Like, you want to do anything for your kids so you can feel better. And so the things that I thought about doing was letting them rest. I was giving them Motrin. And then, I don't know if it's still going on to this day, but there is a children's medicine shortage. So wherever I went, Walgreens, HEB, Walmart, or you know, whatever, I couldn't find Tylenol or Motrin for them, like the fever and the pain reliever. I was just like the most stressful time ever. But thank God that I had bought, like, I think it was like 2 bottles, and I had them safe there, you know. I am like, thank God. And so I think I kept looking like online, see where they had them in stock. And finally I found a store, I think it was Walgreens, that it said that they had them in stock. So I said I think I only had one. And so I told my husband, let's go, just take me. And so we went, and sure enough, I get off and I found one. It was $15, but I was like, I don't care, you know, we need it. So yeah, so I was getting them that. I would bathe them, like, you know, let them sit in the bathtub for a while, and oh my gosh, they were so happy there. So that's like very important, because whenever you sit them there in the bath with warm water, it's just like, it helps them breathe, you know, all that vapor. Is that how you say it? I think that's how you say it. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, I did that. I would give them like soups. Yeah, I think it was mainly soups. I tried to give them the regular food, but they didn't really want it, you know, like, they didn't really want, like, you know, normally I give them eggs and stuff like that, avocado, toast, bananas for breakfast, and they didn't want it. So doctor was like, as long as they intake something, give them what they want. Right now, it doesn't matter, as long as they intake something, right? And so I was like, okay, you know what? It's true. As long as they're eating, that's all that matters. So since I had transitioned them to the whole milk already, because you're not doing formula anymore, they're drinking their whole milk, water, Pedialytes, lots of Pedialyte, fruits, lots of fruits. They were eating the fruits, so I was like glad. And soups. That's what they would take from me. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna give them what they want right now. And so, yeah, that's what I did. And another thing was, I would also do the saline spray a lot. I would do the saline spray. And then just, you know, I have the Frida section for the mucus. And then obviously spray the saline in their nose, in their nostril. And then I would suck it up, me and my husband. We would take turns. And oh my gosh, they would cry so much, and I felt so bad. But you can tell a difference on their breathing, so that helps so much. And so yeah, that was like, that's what we did, and thank God that they're much, like 10 times better. Right now, how I said, it's just a cough and a little bit of phlegm, but I think they're doing just better, even we're better. And I'm so thankful that we are, because you know, just being sick, it just sucks. It really, really sucks. And I was like, are we ever gonna be okay again, you know, because you feel so sick, to the point of like, am I gonna get better, or when am I gonna get better, you know? And so here we are. What's today? I think it's the 3rd. January 3rd. And they're eating. They're back to eating whatever they would eat. Thank God. So I'm happy. I'm glad about that. So that's why I haven't been, posting. But I want to start posting videos for y'all again. I would, it would make me very happy to subscribe. Because I do want to post more stuff, more videos. Just, maybe comment below, and that way I can know what you want to see. Like, I want to make videos that entertain you guys and they all like and stuff like that. Like, give me ideas and I'll, I try my best. Excuse me. I try my best to post videos more often. It was just that stopped me because, it had just been 2 weeks that were hectic. How was your New Year's? Like, what did y'all do? Did y'all pop fireworks? We didn't. I told my husband that, I don't know, I don't really like spending money on fireworks. I just feel like it's a waste of money. But I don't know, maybe when babies grow, kids are very, like, curious about these things. Like, they want to pop them. So maybe as they grow, when they're older, and maybe we'll buy some. But we didn't. We just spent some family time together, made food, just spend time with family. I did want to update you quick before I go. I remember in my other videos, I had told you guys that I had took pacifiers from babies. I took away pacifiers from babies, and they're still off the pacifiers. I haven't given it to them, and they haven't used it. And I'm like, what? Everybody's like, oh my gosh, you're gonna have like the hardest time, like good luck and this and that. And I'm like, okay, I guess I'm ready for this. I mean, it is what it is, and I'm just gonna have to do and my best or whatever. And I remember, since we had like a few of them, I remember there was one on the floor, and one of the babies went and picked it up, because they pick up everything that's on the floor, you know that, right? And so picked up the pacifier from the floor, put it in its mouth, and then just threw it out. And I was like, what? Like, that's crazy but awesome. And I was like, man, like, okay, I guess this is it. They don't want no more pacifiers. So I picked them all up already. I threw them away. And all I did was take them away from them. Pick them up from the floor. I thought I had picked them up off, but I found that one. But just clear them out of the way and don't let them see them. I know every baby's different. So I won't say it's easy. That's what I did. That's all I did. I hid them from them. Then I threw them away, and normally they would cry, and that's the way they would soothe themselves. But now if they're crying, I'll pick them up here and there. But since it's very hard to pick up 2 at a time, I try to entertain them. Like, I'm sorry, just heard a noise. And I try to pick them up here and there to soothe them if they're crying much. But I don't want to get them used to carrying all the time, because it's hard with 2. If it was 1, then it's easier. But 2 is just very hard, so I try to entertain them, give them their toys, try to talk to them. I'll just randomly just start talking to them about anything, and they start kind of like babbling back, and I guess they're communicating with me, or I don't know. But they do that. So I try to play with them. I'm trying to do this routine schedule for them to leave their bottles. So that's what I'm working on right now. But I guess I'm gonna let you guys go. I will be posting a video. I want to post a video about how I want to make their schedule where they're leaving their bottles. I have tried giving their sippy cups and they'll use them, but not much. But I want to do a video where y'all see me guys trying and what I'm doing and what I'm using and stuff like that, okay? Now, if you have any questions, just comment below and I'll be glad to answer you. Okay, so I'll be leaving this video here. I hope you liked it. Subscribe, and I guess we'll see you on the next one. Thank you. Bye.